I think I'm being diddled by a ghost secretly.
I mean, at least your ghost didn't tell you to quit content creation.
That's true. That's true. Mine just said that I'm a gaslighter. But I think my ghost was a woman. I think my ghost was a woman and just angry at men.
So basically, the other day we went ghost hunting with our great friends Alex and Loudmouth, and they took us to these like historical spots in LA, and one was like the Wheel of Change. So you basically ask it a question, throw the coin, and whatever it lands on, it's like a number of like 30 different words. That's what it says. So you got insight. Raff was like, am I going to be successful in life? And it landed on insight. Somebody in chat proposed a good point. What if they wanted more insight to your question?
Oh, maybe they wanted me to elaborate?
Yeah.
Like successful, like in what does it mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
What if they wanted more insight to the question?
No, it said I was gaslighting. It said the way to get ahead is to gaslight people. That's what it said.
Are you good at it though?
Huh?
Are you good at it though?
I don't think I'm good at it. How many interactions do I have in a day, really? I don't think I have time to gaslight someone.
I feel like you don't. I feel like you're not a malicious person.
I think the ghost was a woman. I really do.
No, I think we need to go back, and then I think you need to elaborate.
The ghost was harboring some resentment towards me.
Yeah, so I said, should I quit content creation?
Alex asked, yeah, please finish what you were saying.
Damn.
No, I was saying. Anyways, Alex asked. What were you saying?
So I asked, I was like, should I quit content creation? And it said obstruction. And essentially, it said that basically there's something obstructing my success.
Yeah.
Until further notice, until it's like gone.
Well.
But I cultivated a good group of people around me through content creation.
Well, that's good. Alex asked if she should get a BBL, and the ghost was like, don't.
No, it said yes.
No, it said no.
It said beneficial.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Wallahi.
It was the opposite.
On my life.
And no. Oh, it did say beneficial. Oops.
Maybe your ghost was right.
But I didn't gaslight you, so no, it wasn't right. We're not getting into this because I will get upset. Because I will start flying off the handle. I will get crazy, crazy angry.
Do it.
I don't like being accused of shit.
I know. I would never accuse you of anything.
You accused me just now.
I would never seriously accuse you of anything.
Well, that's the difference, is because you always seem serious.
I don't understand.
You're like the Joker, you know?
Wait, no,
that's the opposite. You're like Batman.
No,
I'm the Joker.
I don't understand why you think I'm so serious all the time. Why so serious?
Anyways, Wallahi. Welcome in, babies, to another episode of the Ayyrabs podcast, episode 51.
I'm sorry. I don't like when you feel like you're mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm not bad. I'm not giving off mad at all.
Or frustrated or annoyed.
Well, I'm annoyed that I'm in a situation where I have to like not say things are happening around me. I can't even tell people I met Stavros the other day. You know, cut that.
You can tell him.
No, I just can't tell the story. So what's the point of me saying it? Yesterday I met Stavros. Softest hands I've ever seen. Biggest calves I've ever seen.
How big do you think they were?
Huge. Bigger than Elliot, which is saying a lot because he's huge.
You should have like took your hands and like wrapped it around his calf to see how big they were.
Why would I do that?
For science.
Hey, Stavi. First of all, I didn't even know it was him. I just thought it was some big dude. But also, he's been losing some weight. It looks like he's been losing some weight because he's not like... He's a big man, but he's not like... I wouldn't consider him like obese or like anything like that. He looked very like... That's the body God has given him.
Who could win in a fight?
Him.
You think so?
Yeah, dude.
You don't think you could beat him up?
The Greeks have been fighting for millennias. You know?
I think you could beat him in a fight.
Nah, I don't think so. And I don't want to.
Like, if you were ever put in a scenario.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay. Why
every time do I meet somebody, you ask me who would win in a fight?
I don't know.
It's every time. I'm like, what is this? Do you want me to fight somebody? I'm not going to win. I'm going to lose.
I want you to Turkish...
Everybody loses in a fight.
I want you to Turkish oil wrestle somebody.
I'm not going to do that, though. Neither of us are Turkish.
But
why do you ask me, like, am I going to fight somebody?
I don't know. It's
such a weird question.
I don't know. It's just like a funny thought.
And I'm like, no, I'm not going to... I'm going to stop all questions you have right now about that. The answer is no. I'm never going to win a fight.
But you're strong.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm never gonna win a
and
fight.
muscular.
Nobody wins in a fight. I'm not gonna win in a fight.
Emotionally,
Emotionally, I would lose 100%. Physically, yeah, I'd probably lose 100% of the time too. Like this is crazy, but I'm saying this also to stop these questions. I go like I'd be like, oh, dude, I just met like so and so at the park. They were super cool. Do you think you could beat him in a fight? What? What, dude? What is this behavior from you?
because me personally, I can't imagine ever fighting anybody.
But you've been in fights.
One-sided.
Yeah. And that's how it would be if I got into a fight.
To be honest, and to be fair to myself, coming up behind me and slamming the top of my head with a glass
is the way to win.
Is a bitch move.
It's the way to win. It's a bitch move, but it's the way to win. It's the way to win.
I actually almost did get in a fight with somebody.
Who?
Some bitch at the 1975.
Did you think you could win? If you guys got into a fight, do you think you could win?
Yes.
Oh, see, there you go.
I fucking would.
Okay.
Because she tried fucking with Gigi, my little sister. She was talking shit about Gigi. I whipped my head around. I was like, say it again, you fucking bitch. And then Gigi's like, stop it. It was like the night, I had a flight literally in a couple hours after the 1975 to fly to LA to go to chess boxing.
Yeah.
I would have beat her fucking ass. You mess with my gang, and if I have to be put in a scenario, I'll beat your fucking ass.
Okay.
I've never fought anybody before.
Okay.
Ever.
Nice.
But if I'm ever put in a scenario, I'll throw hands.
Well, there you go. Me, I won't. So stop asking me. You're not going to stop asking me. It's going to keep coming up.
It's going to happen on accident.
Dude, I just had a conversation with like the Target teller. She was like cashing me out and she was like giving me weird vibes. You think you could beat her in a fight? Whoa, dude.
No, it's like only people I feel like.
Dude.
It's only people that are like Stavros, right? For example, that's a good.
But it's not. It's been almost everybody. Like, oh, I ran into this person.
Name another person.
No, I'm not going to on the podcast. So yeah, there we go. We went ghost hunting recently, which was pretty cool. I did like the spirit box and put the headphones on, and the ghost said penis at me, and nobody believed me.
I don't believe you because
nobody believed me.
Because you're just silly like that.
But I wouldn't yell out the word penis for content.
And massive crack was another one too.
Massive crack was a real one. That one was real.
That was insane.
And penis was real. I go it on, and it's the radio's switching back and forth, and I hear penis. I'm like, penis? What is that? What are you saying to me right now?
So our ghost's name that we summoned was named Cynthia, and she was like in the street, and I think she was really horny.
Why?
She was just like horny as fuck. Even before we like got a name out of her, she said like the I'm falling in love.
Oh, that's true.
She was horny.
I think she liked loudmouth.
Massive crack.
Loudmouth has a massive crack.
When she's talking about Alex's titties.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
And then we tried doing the things that like where you had to like hold it and then like it going into center said yes and then it saying no like spread apart.
Yeah, the rods.
Wouldn't communicate to Alex at all.
Right.
And then Loudmouth did it and that I called it a bitch on accident too.
It was a child.
I know. And I was like, oh my God, it's gonna haunt me.
It is. It is.
And then
you messed with the little Asian girl that was there.
Well, she said she was like I don't know. Rest in peace, her.
Okay. But it was a cool little tour.
I liked it. It was interesting.
It was nice. Learned some really dark history about LA, which was intense.
I didn't realize it had like so many cultural shifts.
Oh, it's got so many dirty skeletons in the closet.
Dude, we need the Italians back.
Bring the Italians, bro. Where have they gone?
Yeah.
The Italians just all dipped. I want Italians to come back.
Prohibition fucked everything up.
Man, drive-through alcohol. I was going to be like, damn, so they had a Taco Bell Cantina here?
Dude.
They had a Taco Bell Cantina before Cantina was even around?
Taco Bell Cantina, but with Italian food?
Yeah.
Ooh, like a chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Dude.
Like an Italian fast food restaurant?
Yeah.
There is one actually in OC. It's a drive-through. You go through and they make like pastas and shit like that. It's pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Shout out to Capri. We got that. once or twice.
I love Italian food.
I wish I knew the name of it. This food is like subpar, but it's like fast and not that bad.
Does it hit the spot?
Italian food never really hits the spot. Italian food is a good idea, and then you eat it and you're like, this was a mistake.
I got chicken fettuccine alfredo from an Arab place the other day.
Which was why?
Dude, it slapped. It was so good.
That's crazy.
It was
you
actually
got it from an
so
Arab
good.
place.
They put like shish tawouk as the chicken.
It's like really thick, juicy chicken.
Mm-hmm. It was so good. I fucked it up.
That's good.
And I'd do it again.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys tell I'm hungry right now? Because I am.
Okay.
Because I am.
Yeah. You should have eaten something. Who would win in a fight? You or the delivery driver?
I only ask it for things that make sense.
What do you mean? You see a delivery driver?
These are like people that we like know.
Why would I want to fight anyone that we know?
Where we can make a scientific analysis based on facts and evidence.
Anissa, if you're listening to this for some reason, put me in Creator Clash. You know, put me at the undercard where nobody's really gonna watch me, because that way, put me in the undercard.
If you fight,
the pre-show.
Well, if you fight, okay?
Here it comes.
What?
What are you gonna ask?
I have multiple questions.
All right, let's hear it.
Who would you want to fight?
I have no idea.
And what would your intro be?
My intro would be Ayyrab Money.
Can I be in it? Can I be in it? I'll literally dress up as like a fucking camel. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if you're gonna dress up as a camel,
I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Yeah, if you're gonna dress up as a camel, 100%. Yeah.
If I were to fight, okay, I would either come out to one of two things. Like a zephyr, like the Lebanese drums.
Yeah.
And I'll have my friends hold me and like the royalty thing.
Yeah.
All right. Or like a pumped up song like Sugar.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
You know?
Let's get Serge to just come and sing it.
I'll make Serge hold me.
Yeah.
I'd kill him. I'd fucking kill his ass. He's like the size of my thigh. That skinny old man.
There's been some crazy things going on.
Like what?
Well, apparently Druski was named in the allegations for the Diddy case.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, what the absolute fuck? So essentially, the declaration was released and Druski was named along with P. Diddy and Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham was named?
I believe so.
That's crazy. Odell Beckham was named.
That's a football player, right?
He was on the Giants and then he left. He defected. I hate Odell Beckham.
So he was named as well. And the allegations towards Druski are wild. Okay? I thought it was fake only because the language in the legal document is something I've never seen in a legal document before.
I have the document pulled up here. It's insane what they say.
Yeah.
They say, okay, so I'm not gonna say the words that I'm not allowed to say, but it says instead of immediately blank plaintiff, defendant Druski doused plaintiff with more oil lubricant and then jumped on top of plaintiff's I have to say this, naked and oiled body, treating it like a slip and slide and knocking the wind out of plaintiff due to his enormous size.
So when I read that, I was like, that has to be fake, right?
That sounds like a dig. That sounds like a diss track. I'm not laughing at the fact it definitely happened that the plaintiff was attacked 100%, but I don't know if it was Druski.
Yeah, no. So I thought the document was fake because that sounds like something like bullshitters on Twitter would write. But we have the document now pulled from the actual California.
We pulled it from the court.
Yeah, it was submitted, and not to be weird, but like it's such a weird visual to have.
It is, and then so the next line is defendant Druski then caught himself from sliding over plaintiff's oiled body and off the bed, and then he began blank plaintiff.
It's disgusting.
And then while defendant Druski was blank plaintiff, defendant Diddy sat in a chair near the bed and began while recording plaintiff's blank by defendant Druski. And then another party's phone fell on the bed near plaintiff. Plaintiff then attempted to grab the phone, but it slipped out of her hands and onto the floor due to the oil lubricant that had been doused all over her person by defendants Diddy and Druski. Now, Druski came out with a statement First of all, that's a crazy visual. That's way too much lube to be slipping and sliding all over the place. There's no need to have that much lube.
That was the point. He didn't want them to leave.
Just like running around like a cartoon.
No, we're gonna get, no, bro. The Slushy Noobs clip. Remember they got canceled for that?
What was the Slushy?
They said it was like Tom and Jerry.
It is like Tom and Jerry with Diddy's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I feel bad. I feel bad for the defendant because the plaintiff, not the defendant. Not
Diddy. Not Diddy.
I don't feel bad for Diddy. I feel bad for the plaintiff because obviously they went through this, but I don't think it was Druski. Druski put out a statement, and this is kind of why I don't think it was Druski. Druski put out a statement that said, "This allegation is a fabricated lie. I wasn't a public figure in 2018. I was broke living with my mom without any connections to the entertainment industry at the time of this allegation. So the inclusion of my name is truly outlandish. My heart breaks for actual victims of abuse." That line makes me feel a little weird. But I'm fully confident that the evidence will expose this falsehood and the individuals who are maliciously trying to game the legal system to peddle false narratives. So the problems I have with this statement is assuming that like this person isn't a victim. That I don't like. This where he says my heart breaks for actual victims of abuse is like kind of negating the fact that they are a victim.
The document submitted was 87 pages.
Yeah.
It was very long.
That's a very long document. That's huge.
Very long.
Yeah. That's a big document.
Over 500 points.
Yeah. So he came out with that statement. And the only reason I don't think Druski was Druski is that I agree with Druski wasn't a public. Druski was nothing until TikTok really came around and COVID times, which was like 2019, 2020, yeah, 2020, because him and Jack Harlow kind of came up at the same time, and they were like boys when they came up, so that makes sense to me. You know, it's not like Druski just was invited. I don't think he was in a place where he was. Mm-hmm. It could have been invited to that. In
a scenario like this, it's just like, how do you even like come back from that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Reputation-wise.
I mean, because Diddy, I'm not like truly. I haven't read the full 80 pages, but it doesn't seem like Diddy invites like randos to this party for the afters. Like he tries, like the power, the like what gets him off, I guess, is having these like powerful people or like celebrities do these crazy things while he watches, because that gives him power.
What a freak.
You know, what a freak, dude. I mean, Diddy's going to prison. No, he's already in prison, but Diddy's done for.
His lawyer quit, and his lawyer defended Osama bin Laden. So imagine,
he's like, you know what? I've done this before. I'm out of here.
Like, if your lawyer was Osama bin Laden's lawyer against the United States,
yeah,
and they quit,
yeah,
the lawyer probably saw some fucked shit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. The lawyer 100% was like, you know what? This is giving me PTSD. I'm gonna dip out of this one.
Weird.
I'm gonna lose this one.
Ugh.
But yeah, I think that there are when this person obviously has a lot of trauma, and there are maybe facts that aren't like super connected quite yet, and Druski did have a huge rise to fame kind of around the time like when this kind of like started coming out. So that's why I don't believe it was Druski. Now, if in the declaration, because I haven't read the declaration they have dates and they're like, this happened, you know, somewhat recently, but like I said, I don't have enough information about this case.
I could pull it up if you want.
No, because then I'm not going to go through. I don't want to go through like 80 pages to try to find one piece of information. If I'm wrong about something, I'll find it in the future, and I'll say, hey, I found this in the future, you know. But you know, according to the case, I don't know exactly when the case started. I know that it started last year. It started 2024, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know what the process was. So I don't know if they filed in 2024 and were like, yeah, this is it immediately, or if it took years. This is like a accumulation of years of trauma. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to be like, and also she does mention Odell Beckham in the breakdown, and Odell Beckham and Druski have the same hair, so it could possibly be maybe there's like a confusion there. not that I'm defending Druski, but like I really don't think it was him personally. That's crazy, you know. Just wandered into like that's like the exclusive of exclusive. Like you have to like be in
Unless it was like recent.
Unless it was like recent.
Yeah.
And then they added it to the declaration. But it's hard
It
to
was
tell.
it was an amended thing.
That was amended?
Yeah. This new document came out was an amendment.
See, like that also makes me feel like it maybe didn't really happen. Not that it didn't happen. I think that the act happened, but not that it was Druski. But
I guess we'll see as time goes on.
Yeah, because most people who are guilty tend to not say anything or respond to it. And this was kind of an instantaneous response.
Yeah, as soon as it was leaked,
he's like, no, that never happened.
10 minutes later, literally.
So it's like usually when, you know, there's like two ways a guilty person gets ahead of it. They try to get in front of it, but most PR teams are like, don't respond to it.
Yeah.
You know, have the legal team worry about it.
Or maybe he just doesn't have a PR or legal team.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
That's crazy.
I doubt that he doesn't have some sort of PR team or a lawyer. He definitely has a legal team. And he definitely reached out to the legal team before he did this.
Man.
So yeah, that's what's going on right now in the case. But that's crazy because he just has a new show that came out on YouTube that's doing pretty good.
Could have been love.
Could have been love.
Yeah.
We've been watching it, which is also why we're kind of like, oh.
Yeah, so it's like, what do we do? Do we still watch it?
You know, like this is crazy.
And then some of the girls, or one of the girls came out and said that like they were basically starving them on set, which is...
They had no food.
My take, I mean, I say this every fucking time we watch it. Druski hates fat women.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
But the call is coming from within the fucking house.
No, 100%. Because he's a big boy.
He's not skinny at all either.
You know, according to this declaration, he is
enormous, right?
Enormous. He's enormous.
Oh my God, dude. Like, and no matter what, like anytime it's on like one of the women that are like fat, like he like insinuates they stink, they don't shower, they have smelly vaginas. It's just like, dude, you're not thin. And he probably has reverse body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Where you think you're skinnier than you are.
100%. Or he has that thing where like has success, or maybe he's just going for the easy shots. You know,
but there's easy shots for other women on the show.
You know, but like this, yeah, I know. But I think he's going for the easy shots because it seems like Druski isn't like long form, like a long form entertainer. Mm-hmm. So every day for like however long they shoot, which is like a week, you know, or something like that. Every day coming in and have to like perform and like be on and like make jokes. Like you kind of like backpedal a little bit.
Yeah.
So but I agree. He's fat phobic, and I'm saying that, and I've said some very fat phobic things on this pod. So he's 100% fat phobic.
Yeah, it's crazy because it perpetuates the narrative of the stereotypes against fat women.
Like if he said it one time, he made that joke once, and it's kind of like okay, like that could have been like a funny little quip. But the fact that like every episode so far, he kind of is just like, that's the thing he harps on.
I can't defend Meatball anymore though.
Why?
She fucking pissed on herself.
People do that. She was
just standing.
Well, do you prefer her pissing on herself or pissing in the pool?
If it was me, I'd pee in the pool. But I make sure I wasn't around anybody.
Right, but she was around people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I think it was baller.
It was hilarious.
Also, all the other girls were like, "You go."
They're laughing, but dude, I love Meatball. I love Bambi. Those are my two favorites.
Yeah, I love them.
Those are my favorite too. But she's out that bitch now. Yeah. Spoiler, sorry.
Spoiler. Bleep it.
If you're not caught up, then like
bleep it.
Before we move on, it's just such a good like callback to reality dating TV shows from like the 2000s with like A Shot at Lovatila Tequila, Rock of Love, Flavor of Love, like all those like good staples where it's just like there's drama every fucking week.
Right.
We don't have that nowadays.
No, dude, it's gone. We don't have like trash TV.
Now it's like,
it's a little you know whose fault that is? The libs.
The fucking libs,
It's
bro.
the liberals, dude.
And it's like, the only fucking reality shows we get My 600 Pound Life, Fucking.
They're still making those?
Yes.
That's crazy. And we got rid of The Biggest Loser, which, in my opinion, was the better show to watch.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And then every fucking.
But they should play them back to back, you know? They should play My 600-Pound Life, and then they should play The Biggest Loser.
My mom always says shit. She's like, I'm eating a whole bag of Doritos right now while I'm watching My 600-Pound Life.
That's the best time to eat it. That's the best time to eat.
One time I watched it, and I cried the entire episode.
Some of them are not great.
They're all fucking sad.
Especially the ones where they're all sad, but especially the ones where like they don't make it at the end. I lose it. I'm like, dude, come on.
And then there's so many shows about getting married before you know the fucking person.
Well, because Love is Blind is so popular.
Love is Blind.
Before that, like Say Yes to the Dress was the big marriage show.
Married at First Sight.
Well, before that was.
Say Yes to the Dress was just like you go wedding dress shopping.
Yeah, but there were stakes on that too. There were stakes. They were like I don't know. Whatever.
No, that was just a funny dress.
you know, that other one you just said.
Married at First Sight.
Married at First Sight.
I think that was before Love is Blind.
Okay.
So it like paved the way.
Yeah. Well, 90 Day Fiance as well. That kind of
90 Day Fiance? Love that fucking show. God damn.
Okay. 90 Day Fiance, you love that show?
Love it.
Yeah, it's
so many spin-offs. My mom sent me a thing on Instagram the other day. She's like, 90 Day Fiance is casting. I'm like, okay.
Do it. One time I was gonna sign me and a friend of ours up.
That would have been so fun.
It was me and a friend of ours in Canada. I was going to sign us up and like hopefully get it and pretend we were a gay couple. But I decided against it because I was like, because what if they say yes and then we are a gay couple? That would be the fun part, but then I have to pretend I'm gay the entire time.
And then
like afterwards. Like my whole social media presence, I'd have to queer bait. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
It would have been funny, but yeah, I'm just like, bitch, like I'm missing like a key factor in being on 90 Day Fiance.
I wonder if I can take that show model and do that on Twitch.
90 Day Fiance?
But on Twitch. You know?
It's like Visa or Raid.
Something like that.
Lover host, but like.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't know. So yeah, I mean, like that's happening right now, which is insane to kind of see that unfold. And then Gypsy Rose is back,
dude,
better than ever.
She posted a picture. She got a fuck ass bob.
Oh, let me see this picture.
Okay. I'm gonna describe it before I show it to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So think about it. You ever see the girlies that come to school when you're like 9 or 10 years old, and they have this like Karen ass haircut because they want to look older, so they get the haircut their 50-year-old grandmother has.
Yeah. I do remember those girls. Oh yeah, dude. Okay. All right. It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. You played it up like it was the worst haircut ever.
She has a fuck ass bob.
I mean, she does have a bob. That is correct.
Fuck ass bob.
She does have a bob. It doesn't look that bad, but what? Let me see this. Oh,
sorry, Mia Khalifa.
What is going on
here?
Sorry,
my mutual Mia Khalifa posted her titties. Sorry.
God bless Mia Khalifa. Mia, if for some reason you're listening to this podcast, I'd love to have you on. I'd love to just discuss things with you.
Discuss what with her?
Politics, probably. Navigating the world as an Arab after being kind of like shunned out of everything.
She loves movies.
We talk about movies.
She does movie reviews.
Mia, come on the show, dude. Let's talk about movies.
You know, I love her because she defended me.
Are you gonna show me this picture?
Yeah.
I was like, why'd you turn the phone off? Like,
I have the picture.
Okay.
I love Mia Khalifa because Mia Khalifa defended me.
Yeah, Mia Khalifa's a goat.
Whenever the world was against me, she posted a video doubling down.
Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah. She did worse. She took some of the heat off of you.
She did. No, I love her. She's like, people hate her. They're like, oh, like fuck this bitch. But, you know, people grow from mistakes. Like, I'm going to be real with you. Like, her doing the whole Muslim bit in porn, whatever. That's like, she was young. It was a predatory industry. I'm not going to be like, oh, like, you're a shitty person for the rest of your fucking life.
Dude, get your bag. It's porn.
Yeah, I know.
Who cares?
And it's just like, I don't see.
Why are you as Muslim men watching it?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's the right question.
True. I mean, people fetishize.
How did you know?
People fetishize the hijab, though, I will say.
They do.
People blame her, which it doesn't make sense. Because wasn't there literally another actress in that fucking?
And I don't think she was Muslim.
Yeah.
She was just. I don't think she was Muslim.
But even then, Muslim men fetishize hijabis.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, I could be wearing the most like loose shit ever.
Why does nobody like? What'd you say? What was the word? I had my brain shut down. Why does nobody fetishize yarmulkes, dude? I want to wear a kippah and be like, damn, like fetishize me, you know?
Because it's like the unknown.
Yeah, nobody knows if I have hair under my.
No, it's
kippah
like how does she look?
Yeah.
Because I could look completely different, which I do. Like, what?
Nothing. Why? The way you did that to the camera was crazy. Like, because I do. And, you know.
Somebody came into my chat and they were like, you got that halal pussy. And I was like, first time chatter. And I was like, no, actually I got the haram pussy because you want it and you can't have it.
The halal is crazy.
I know. I was like, you know what? Sure.
What
the hell? Sure.
Yeah. People were wild. But that bob, can I see the bob? It doesn't look that bad, dude.
Her fuck ass bob.
Now, what if Mia Khalifa got that bob? See, that's more of a crime than.
If Mia Khalifa got it, she still look like a bad bitch.
I know she would. Because
she has the facial features.
She does. And she's got that beautiful Arab nose, you
know?
Who else has that Arab nose? There's one actress. She's on The Boys right now. You've never seen it. But she has this beautiful. Here, I'll pull it up.
What if I did see it? Then what?
You didn't.
But what if I did?
You didn't, though. Let's be honest, you didn't.
What if I did, though?
You know?
Yeah.
That, like...
She has a good nose.
She has a great nose. You know, that very Arab, like, nose that I love, you know? But, yeah. So, there you go. Great. This is a nightmare, dude. This is an absolute nightmare. 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 Like right there.
She has a good nose.
Yeah, it's a good nose.
She has a really good nose.
But yeah. But I mean that bob isn't too bad, but like she's trying everything, man, you know? I'm not defending her anymore because she's doing some crazy things. Like, you know, getting married and then cheating on him, and then getting pregnant within the span of like a few weeks.
Imagine you get released from prison after 8.5 years for killing your mom.
Mm-hmm.
End of the year, December.
Yeah.
Within a year, you get divorced, you cheat, you get pregnant, and you have the baby.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'd want freedom. I'd want to be a hoe.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, but you know the problem is that like. What she really wanted in life was to be loved unconditionally. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, I mean, her mom did love her in a very weird way.
Yeah.
And that's what she had with her mom, but then she got rid of the only thing that she knows. So, yeah, I mean, this whole progression makes sense.
It makes sense, but I'm sure she's a good mom, you know?
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? You know, I'm sure the narrative is very scary.
Yeah.
Where it's like, she's gonna do the things. Keep an eye on her. You know, can I be honest? I'm sure her family, like her dad and her stepmom, are like kind of like,
keeping an eye on her.
Keeping an eye, like a deep eye.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
But it's funny because she gave Luigi Mangione like advice, saying that like, you know, you're gonna get weird letters from people. Ignore them. Ignore the weirdos.
She's giving Luigi Mangione advice.
Mm-hmm.
He's eating it up.
Ignore the weirdos.
Ignore them. He's eating it up.
You think so?
Yeah, dude. He's getting all these letters. He just released a statement saying, like, thank you for all the letters and stuff like that. Listed all the names of people who got
Can somebody please write him a letter? Like, not... Like, I don't want to write him a letter because I don't want to end up on any more lists, to be honest.
Right.
But I just want somebody to explain Ash Trevino to him so bad.
Somebody's got to keep him up to date with the TikTok culture that's going on right now.
Dude, I forgot. This is what I want to tell you on live. I didn't even mean to bring it up. But, like, the other day, she got banned on TikTok.
Ash did?
Yes.
Yeah.
For getting fingered on live.
Oh! Who is out here doing this to this woman? Get out of there, dude.
Do you want to see?
No, I don't want to see. I do actually want to see. I do want to see. What is? Let me.
Good, I liked it for this moment.
Okay, good. Yeah, let me
So
see.
she was like doing a battle, okay?
Yeah.
I want you to look at her face.
Okay, let me see.
And then she even says, she's like, well, why are you fingering me?
That is absolutely vile. I mean, girl, get it done, but like on a live.
They're like, yeah, the guy looked old enough to be her kid.
I met so many people who do lives recently and like on TikTok, and that's like all they do.
Wait,
They
she's
wake
unbanned.
They wake up. Is she unbanned?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me see the. Oh no! No! Oh
Do you
no!
No, the best thing ever is he like went under the covers. He went under the covers and like pretended to smell her, and then he gagged. This bitch is crazy.
That is disgusting.
I want to meet her.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't, dude.
And the answer is yes.
What?
I'd
Answer is
win.
yes.
I'd win in a fight.
Oh, yeah, you would win in a fight?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't that insane?
That's absolutely vile. But good for her, dude. Yeah, get it in, man. Why not? You like Nunu? You want to know how it smells?
Santo apparently it stinks.
Well, who was that? It's not Santos.
No, it's another young boy that she should not be having sex with.
This is a message to all the young boys who watch this podcast. Stop doing it, you know? Stop doing what you're doing.
They want the clout.
I sound like a 40-year-old man who's like, the kids. Stop doing it.
No, for
It's
real.
absolutely insane. Don't let this, what is she, like 40 now?
36.
Don't let this 36-year-old woman bring you into her world. Don't go down there. It's insane.
We should hook her up with Capri.
Oh, dude, Capri would be so disgusted.
He'd hate her.
He would hate her. He would be so disgusted.
Same age though.
Dude, TikTok is a wild, wild west now. Now on TikTok, Casey Anthony makes a freaking return.
Dude, okay. So I want to give a preface to what happened.
Okay,
all right.
let's
So
hear
the
it.
other day, Raff, Game Pass, and I were fucking joking about Casey Anthony. What was the context? I'm sorry. My brain just died. We were talking about, I think, Gypsy Rose, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then it led into like Casey Anthony, and we made a joke about her becoming a content creator.
Yeah, we were making jokes about her being a content creator and like coming in and like giving like, we were talking about, I don't know why we brought Casey Anthony up, but we were talking about the fact that she's like a wedding photographer now.
Yeah.
And like all this stuff. And then we were like, oh, dude, what if she started making TikTok content? And like, what would the TikTok content even be?
Less than 24 fucking hours later,
Yeah, the next day.
I'm scrolling on TikTok and she comes up on my For You page, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we manifested this bitch.
Yeah.
So basically, she made a TikTok talking about how she's launching a Substack. And Substack is essentially just like a newsletter where you can post, it's like basically like a Twitter where it's just like a personalized feed.
Right.
Of like certain people you pick. I mean, obviously Twitter's like that, but it's like more like some people release newsletters, post shit, like whatever. So hers, I was going through her Substack, and a lot of people were criticizing her because they're like, she's giving legal advice. That's slightly incorrect. She talks mostly about politics. Mm-hmm. She identifies as a Democrat, talks about how billionaires.
We do not need any more fucking losers on our side.
I know.
You know what I mean? Not that I'm impartial, right? I keep a podcast a good medium here, both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
But we do not need any more people on the fucking Democrat side like that.
So for those of you that are like young and don't know who Casey Anthony is.
Yeah.
So in 2008, this girl named Kaylee Anthony went missing in June 2008. Casey Anthony was her mother, and she basically pinned her nanny that didn't exist on her murder. Mm-hmm. Casey Anthony's parents were looking for the granddaughter like crazy. And the reason that people are sus of Casey Anthony is because she reported her missing a month later.
Yeah.
While she was out in Florida partying, going clubbing. In December of 2008, the body was found near her house. Mm-hmm. So a lot of evidence pointed to Casey Anthony. The back of her car smelled like chloroform and rotting body, and they had evidence of her Googling how to like basically get away with murder. And what's the legal system called?
The court.
The court.
The court.
The court. They said that that wasn't like sufficient enough evidence to convict her. So in 2011, she got off.
Yep.
She walked free, and people were so sure that she murdered her daughter, Kaylee, who was, again, at the time 2 years old whenever she would have been like 20, 19
Yeah,
now.
the whole case was like insane. I remember like when the case was going on, it was like, yeah, she obviously did it, you know, and there's like no doubt really she did it. You know, I mean, they didn't really find any evidence aside from what Frogan was saying. You know, the smell, the Google search history, the everything.
Which points to her. You
Which
know,
all points to her.
The constant lying to the police. So much, I feel like Casey Anthony was like my first initial interest in true crime because that was like the first one I was like conscious for. So much so that Nancy Grace came out of retirement to shit talk Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
She was talking about how, so in Casey Anthony's Substack, she talks about how she's a legal advocate and has been for years. Nancy Grace said, yeah, you were a legal advocate because you were in the fucking system being tried for murder in 2011. Which is how she's like, yeah, I've been a legal advocate for years, blah, blah, blah. So mostly on her Substack, she talks about politics, talks about how billionaires are taking over and we should have the right to free speech and how free speech doesn't truly exist. But obviously, within the comments of her Substack, people are like, justice for Kaylee, you're a baby murderer.
Of course they are.
Yeah. And
what did she think was going to happen? You know?
She thought, I think my theory is she thought she was going to be welcomed with open arms, like Gypsy Rose.
All because why? Because she's been out taking... Also, that's what we were joking about. We were joking about like the fact that who is hiring Casey Anthony as a wedding photographer? You know, I hope, and then we were going on to the joke, like, I hope they're not taking like photos with kids, you know? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I think she saw the perception of Gypsy Rose in public as somebody who was a murderer, but she redeemed herself, which obviously Casey Anthony and Gypsy Rose's scenario is
a totally different story.
Gypsy Rose is a victim of abuse.
Yes.
You were just a mom that was not ready to be a mom, so you fucking allegedly murder your kid.
So she's on TikTok right now, which is insane because of literally everything we just talked about. It's like you're missing something, a part of your brain that's telling you don't do this. Yeah. I want to know like how her family is kind of like dealing with it.
I don't think they talk to her anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, the mom and dad don't talk to her, and like they've actually withheld like any memories of Kaylee and like any childhood shit. Like they're like not giving it back to her. They refuse to talk to her, and I don't fucking blame them.
I don't blame them either, dude.
But so the last post she posted,
and also this happened in Florida.
Yeah.
In Orlando.
Orlando, yeah.
Yeah. There's a place in Orlando where there's you can see like a little, like on the side, like the roadways, like the little grave.
That's sad.
That's really depressing.
So basically on the Substack, people are like saying justice. And then she posts the terms and service of Substack and like the terms of service, like basically like stop harassing me. Like this is bullying.
Yeah, that's going to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And she hasn't posted shit since. So.
Yeah. Because you're idiot.
Yeah.
You know?
Fingers crossed she's off the internet because in this TikTok, she's like, yeah, I'm going to post more videos.
We're not gonna watch all of it because it's 3 minutes long, and I can't look at her face for 3 minutes long. You know.
We're sweat to death. Okay. Today is a Saturday.
I'm gonna just stop right here for a second because why do people do that? If you start the recording of the video, first of all, it's I love when people like go press the video, turn it on, and we see them back out. Like, you don't have to do that anymore.
It's the millennial pause.
You don't have to do that. You can hands-free record yourself. Even if it's on Instagram, all you do is hold down the record button and then it gives you a countdown. It's insane. I hate when people do it.
Me too. You'll never catch me with a fucking millennial pause on my TikTok.
It's insane, dude.
We go right into it.
And then like, if you're not ready to start the video, then don't start the video.
I know. She's like, she probably wants to like humanize herself.
Yeah, with her like stupid little rainbow tattoo right here. It doesn't say Kaylee on it.
This is my first of probably many recordings on a series that I'm starting. I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011. I feel that it's necessary if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate that I start to advocate for myself.
Dude. No one asked you, first of all.
Oh, the comments are like talking about how she killed her. And then she's like, as an attorney, you should respect the jury's decision that I was.
She's not an attorney.
No, she was talking to somebody that was an attorney that commented.
Yeah.
As an attorney of the United States, you should respect me and respect the jury's decision that I was not guilty. And the attorney was like, I don't go fuck.
Yeah.
He was like, I have the right to an opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So.
For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My daughter is Kaylee Anthony. My parents
was.
And Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response.
You come back after more than 10 years. Mm-hmm. More than 10 years, you come back, and the first thing you say is, this isn't about them.
I know.
What? What are you talking about?
Because she tried saying her dad murdered the daughter.
Yeah, okay.
Anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself.
Nobody wants you.
Nobody wants you here.
See, I told you, she wants to be Gypsy Rose so bad.
She wants to be Gypsy Rose.
Fuck that bitch.
She needs to get a bob. She's close.
He has a fuck. She looks like she's like, excuse me? Can I speak to your manager, please? I have too many shots of espresso in my venti, non-fat caramel macchiato.
She does, dude.
She looks like she'll fuck your life up for like...
Why did she get a rainbow tattoo?
It says gay.
I don't know. Does it say gay on it? It looks like it says gay. It says something on there. It's like Arabic letters on there.
It looks like a news symbol.
It does. It's like
ABC.
NBC.
For me, but in a professional capacity. Moving forward, the majority of what you will see will be me speaking in a professional capacity.
Dude, if she came back and was just uploading, like, you know, her wedding photography pictures, that would be a better look for her.
Yeah.
My goal is to continue to help give a voice to people, to give people tools and resources that they can utilize so they actually know where they can turn to. So with that, please join me on Substack. If you have questions.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's insane.
She's like,
nobody cares.
She's like, so many people, if they were arrested right now, they would not know who to turn to.
That's crazy. She's not wrong, but like that, we don't need to hear it from you.
Hear me out, okay? Yeah. Legal advocate. Mm-hmm. Shit, maybe we should get her because she got away with fucking murder.
Oh shit!
So maybe she's
really good. Are you trying to murder
at...
someone?
No, I would never do that.
Okay, good because
no, she's like obviously really good at her job and playing the system. I guess.
Did she though? I feel like she didn't do anything. I think if anything, it was the lawyers and the attorney, the district attorney.
Is it true that she fucked her lawyers?
Ooh, I don't know actually.
Allegedly,
I never heard that.
Somebody in my chat said that today.
I don't think that's true. I mean, I'm sure. So I'm sure, I'm sure in the media, because media is what kills a lot of people anyways. I'm sure in the media when the case was going on, there were some outlets that were saying, oh, there's new evidence that she's doing this thing, but that's not true. It's like tabloid shit. So yeah, Casey Anthony is back giving legal advice. So if you need legal advice,
Casey Anthony
Substack. What do you even say like in the legal advice? Hey, Casey, they found a dead body in my yard. Don't know how it got there, but I do remember me and my friend arguing one time, and then he just disappeared.
So, look, in her Substack, she says, blah, 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 not legal advice. And then
but she just said, oh, legal advocate. What even is a legal advocate? So, basically,
she's like, yo, this is who you need to turn to whenever you're, like, in XYZ scenario.
Who is thinking, like, oh, shit, I don't know what to do. I guess I need legal help. Who can help me out with this? And then go to Casey Anthony.
Bro, I don't want Casey Anthony advocating shit for me.
This is who you need to talk to. And then I talked to them, and they're like, "What?"
I saw a TikTok.
What do you say to the person that you are recommended to? Do you go, "Hey, by the way, Casey recommended you. Casey Anthony recommended you."
There's this girl I know, like Casey Anthony. She's a great legal advocate. You're like, oh, that name kind of sounds familiar.
Yeah.
And they see her face, you're like. I saw a story about how she approached a guy at a bar one time and he didn't know who she was. Mm-hmm. And then another guy walked up to her and was like, you fucking baby killer, get out of here. Yeah. And then told the guy she was trying to flirt with the entire story.
And then what did that guy do? Yeah. Did he go home with her?
No.
Oh, damn. Somebody cockblocked her? That's the biggest of all crimes. Damn shame. But that's not all that's going on TikTok right now. TikTok is a wild, wild west right now. Apparently, people are making AI. There's just like this whole sub community in TikTok of people making like AI versions of Peter Griffin and Stewie. And it started out really nice and like wholesome, where like Peter Griffin is explaining to Stewie how certain things in our world works. And they throw it behind like an ADHD core kind of video. Like, here's an example right here. Here's one of them.
I shook a can of soda, opened it, and now my living room looks like a war zone. Explain.
Stewie, you just caused a sudden release of pressure. When you shake soda, more carbon dioxide dissolves into the liquid. The second you open it, the trapped gas rushes out, pushing the liquid with it in a messy explosion.
So, my soda was like me when I drink Monster. So much energy and nowhere to put it?
Exactly, but let's go bigger. Ever wonder why explosions happen?
Where was this for my physics class?
There's like a bunch of like just like Peters going around and doing like they're doing AI explanations of like what's going on. And I think this is pretty wholesome, honestly. Teaching kids about stuff but in the form of like really Gen Z core ADHD content.
It's crazy because we had Hank Green whenever we were in college.
That's right. Hank Green.
Crash Course.
I had Brain Pop in like middle school, high school. You didn't have that. Brain Pop was pretty cool. It was like you would go to Brain Pop at schools. If they had it, they like paid a subscription for it. But it was all these like minute videos, animated but full in-depth explanations with like cartoony like a robot and like a scientist dude, and they would just explain like anything. Like you click on like reproductive health, and they would explain it for you, or like, and it was good. It was a good resource. I liked it a lot. You would just watch a bunch of them. But so like that's kind of what's going on now. Here's another one.
Does gooning 10 times a day lower my gains?
What?
Stewie.
So it started off like really wholesome, right? Like how does pressure work or whatever, and then they kind of get progressively worse, as anything in America does, you know. Also, AI Peter says astragula for whatever reason. Like it's just something that he says. It's not. I don't know where that comes from.
How do we go from like physics lessons to fucking gooning?
That's exactly the question I have. How did we do this?
Astaghfirullah is like Arabic.
Is it? What is it?
It's like la hawla wa la quwwata
Okay, but
illa
what
billah.
is that?
It's basically like it's like bad. You're just like pleading to God because you did something bad.
Oh, so he's like saying, "Oh
like,
my God,
astaghfirullah."
no,
Yeah.
not okay."
Poor Stewie. Please tell me you're not doing that. It's disgusting.
Of course I gooned. There can't be any side effects, right?
Pause. Masturbation's haram in Islam.
And that's why. So wait, is Peter Muslim then? Is that what we're going for?
I think so in the AI because he said astaghfirullah.
I think Peter in AI Peter's Muslim.
Yeah.
Your perspective of how you view women changes. You will only want women for lust, not love. Second of all, if you ever get in bed with a woman, you might not even get it up because you're used to everything being perfect, like in the videos.
Okay, those are very good reasons to quit, but I just don't know how to. It's addicting.
Okay, so have you realized that every time you relapse, you're in your room alone with no plans and nobody's stopping you from doing it?
Yeah, what about it?
So next time you feel like it, make yourself busy. Go for a walk, go buy groceries.
What if you make yourself busy by gooning?
By gooning. I think that's what Peter's trying to get at. Like, don't. So now Peter Core is getting into telling kids not to masturbate. You know, AI Peter. Fuck you, AI Peter. I'm gonna do what I want.
10 times a day is crazy, though.
That is a lot.
And remember, you will only be able to quit if you really want to.
I'm a gooner too, so this will help.
Where did Homer Simpson come from? I do want to say we are blind watching this.
Yeah.
Our producer sent this to us, and we're blind watching it. This is insane.
I mean, from the scientific perspective, masturbation is healthy, especially as a man. Okay?
But 10 times a day?
10 times a day is too much. That's addiction.
That's addiction.
That's fucking addiction.
Yeah. So there's another one. I have two more I want to show you.
But they said quit completely.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I like that the question was, does it
help with your gains?
And he's like, don't masturbate.
Yeah, so does masturbation help with your gains?
Does it?
Does it?
I don't know. Does it?
I don't know.
I have a healthy amount of masturbation in my life. But I don't think it helps with my gains or doesn't.
So today in chat, we were talking about being horny. There was context, okay? Mm-hmm. I don't know how it got there. But I made a joke. So there's these horny chocolates.
Yeah.
That you could take, and apparently they make you horny.
Right. I've seen them.
For some reason, they're on fucking DoorDash.
Yeah.
And I made a joke. I was like, imagine I took all 3.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to take half. Imagine I took all fucking three tabs.
Mm-hmm.
What would happen?
You would leak.
I said I'd have to walk it off.
It's like Peter said.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, some people, I told you, I was like, you know what? Sometimes you get so horny, you just have to walk it off. Because I saw a tweet the other day was talking about like when you're super depressed, walk it off. Mm-hmm. I was like, apply that to being horny, walk that shit off. And then somebody was like, you'd leave like a snail trail. Dude, my neighbor watches like fucking football, and like you'll hear random like squealing. You just hear that?
Yeah. Squealing?
Yeah.
That's not football they're watching. It's porn. Tell them not to goon anymore. Go over, knock on the door, and tell them not to goon.
Stop gooning.
Can you guys stop gooning for a second? So they get kind of crazy, and on the Patreon, we are going to watch a couple more of these. The ones that are not safe for YouTube, or not safe for us to broadcast to the world. But if you want to watch the not safe for work ones, we're going to do it on Patreon. But yeah, so there's a whole thing now where there's millions of videos of him just like explaining shit. Like, what's this one?
Was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job.
Of course.
Don't be ridiculous, Brian.
Actually, Stewie.
Go ahead and put applause for yourself in this one. Go ahead and put applause for yourself in this one for somehow sliding in a 9/11 joke into the pod.
Bro, that's crazy.
Actually, Stewie, there's a very good chance Brian may be right. Remember, jet fuel cannot melt steel beams.
What are you talking about?
Many people believe that the United States' own government were behind the attacks, with the primary reason being the way that the towers collapsed. There's also the fact that the attacks occurred just as the U.S. was preparing for significant military and political changes, which included military operations in the Middle East. This leads a lot of people to believe the event was too perfectly timed to be coincidental. There's much more evidence, too.
Wow, makes sense to me. I guess you were actually right for once, fat man.
Nice job, Peter. Can you tell us more?
Thanks, you guys. Of course. Make sure to like and follow for more conspiracy theories.
Yeah, so now we have conspiracy theory Peter.
Imagine you like learn something, like you're a kid.
And you learn it from Peter Griffin.
And then you hear that from like Peter Griffin. Peter Griffin said don't goon every day because it's going to kill our gains.
Imagine your child walks up like, 9/11 was an inside job. And you're just like, yeah, but where'd you hear that from? Where'd you hear that from, dude? That's crazy.
What are the comments? Read me the first comment.
You want to see the comments?
Yeah.
First comment is Israel was behind it.
Oh my God.
The first comment is Israel was behind it. The next one was like, did you know that a plane flying at 500 miles per hour also hit the steel? So there's a person saying that it's not a conspiracy theory. So Peter's going crazy. And like I said, it does get crazy. It does get crazier and crazier.
Batman, why do you keep chugging your raw milk?
What's that one? What does that mean?
I've never heard that word before in my life.
I don't think it's a real word. I think they just say Allah in it, but like that's it.
Google it.
I don't want to.
Are you afraid?
I am afraid, actually.
I would Google it, but my phone, like...
Let's see here.
It's got all sorts of benefits. It's got probiotics, enzymes, and vitamins that regular...
So now, this is where misinformation starts coming into play. I mean, it did kind of with the conspiracy theory. Whatever you believe, whatever.
No,
But
no, it's not whatever you believe. There's facts. Listen, there's facts. Do not drink raw milk.
Oh, I'm talking about the 9/11 thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I was talking about the 9/11 thing. But this, the raw milk thing, now that's just spreading misinformation about things. It's going to ruin our, what comes after Gen Z? What's
Gen
our
Alpha?
Is it Gen Alpha? We're going to have such a weird generation come in because of all this stuff.
If you get it from a good farm and they handle it right, it can be super healthy. It's packed with nutrients that are usually destroyed by pasteurization.
But fat man, I am scared of bacteria. I'll keep drinking my soy milk.
Hold on, my zesty son. Raw milk is excellent for looks maxing. It boosts bone density in the facial area, which makes you look more alpha.
So you're suggesting that I should put down my soy milk?
Exactly, my zesty son. Raw milk will give you balls for once.
Okay, Dada Peter, I will drink your raw milk and let you guide me.
That's how my zesty son shall sound.
Comment your favorite raw milk dealer.
Yeah, so
I'm so worried for our generation.
our next future generations are going to be messed up.
Raw milk. Don't drink raw milk.
Don't drink raw. Hey, we already had an episode. You can check out the episode where we already talk about raw milk. What episode was that? I forgot.
I don't know. Capri brought it up. So
Capri brought it up.
If
so
you missed Capri,
it was his
go
baby.
watch that
It was one of his babies. But if you guys want to watch, we did a full deep dive into the raw milk industry already. I think it was like episode maybe like 20 something, possibly. If you guys want to watch that, we do not drink raw milk, dude. And also,
I don't drink milk at all.
He said looks maxing, and for a second I thought, is that why like my face changed from me at 16 to me now? Like I have like a blockhead. Is it because I drink a lot of milk?
You get a man like we talked about this before, but like after 25 you get like a woman face. Not like you, but like women get like a woman face. You just structurally develop different.
Interesting.
It's weird. Like my whole face changed. Like remember my old Twitch clips from the other day?
I do. You did not look the same.
I literally look different, and the only thing I've gotten done are like lip fillers.
Yeah.
And it's not going to make that much of a fight. Actually, in the clips, I had a lip filler.
Did you?
I did.
Well. Look at you.
I know.
So, I mean, like, that's been going on TikTok. TikTok is the wild, wild west right now.
Dude, we should ban it.
I think we should ban TikTok again.
We should fucking ban TikTok.
I think TikTok should go. But then if we ban TikTok, how am I going to get all those fun videos of, like, Indian people recreating One Piece?
Instagram Reels.
Oh, that's true. But I'll be late. I'll be behind the curve.
You're a real boy anyway.
What does that mean? What is that supposed to mean?
You love your fucking Reels.
I'm a real boy?
You're
okay. I'm a real boy.
You're a real man.
No, the way you're saying it is making it sound like a real.
You're a real man.
It's
Raff.
the way you're saying it makes it sound like I'm a real man, not real man.
No, I didn't say all that.
But yeah, okay, well, good. Guys, if you want to catch the rest of this episode, we're going to switch over to the Patreon right now. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, on the Patreon, we are going to be watching some more of these Peter Griffin AI videos. They get a little crazier, a little not safe for work, and I'm excited. I think they might be sexy. But once again, I don't know because Nye, our editor, is the one who sent it over. Blind sent it to us and said, don't react to it. Why are you rolling your eyes at naivety, dude? Nye, I want you to catch that too, buddy. You see how she did that? Zoom in on her face, maybe do a slow replay back. She definitely did that when I mentioned your name. We have to talk about that because that one's insane. Naivety. We're going to talk about that in a meeting. We're going to have a meeting. Why are you rolling your eyes at Nye? We'll talk about it in a meeting. That's crazy.
Guys, I'm in trouble by my boss.
Huh?
I'm in trouble by my boss.
Bosses.
Bosses. What am I going to
do? Why'd you roll your eyes?
I had a thought.
What was the thought?
I was like, not safe for work, and they have a fucking baby in it.
Oh, so it had nothing to do with night.
No.
Yeah. It was not safe for work. It has Stewie in it, yeah.
Yeah.
But is Stewie really a baby?
Bitch, I don't know. Do I look like the kind of person that watched that growing up?
I watched like a little bit of it. Like if it comes on, I watch it. But I'm not like I'm more of a South Park guy.
My favorite Peter Griffin moment was...
You're so ready to say this. Go ahead and say it. This is insane the way you geared yourself up to say this.
Raff looked phenomenal on New Year's Eve, okay? He was fitted up. Pink fur jacket, white button-up shirt, and green pants. You know, we were leaving for the night, and Skatey hit him with, under that jacket, you look like Peter Griffin.
We've already said this. We've already said this on the podcast. They were in the car with Jarvis and Jordan, and they were right about to leave. And the last thing they say to me, Skatey says to me before they pull off, is like, "Oh, I know what you look like now, Peter Griffin."
I literally fell to my fucking knees and I cried. Put a picture right here.
Sure, put a picture right there.
It's on his Instagram too.
It's on my Instagram. But that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you for hanging out with us on the 50th episode and on this episode as well.
Our patrons are here.
Yep,
scrolling across.
Whoa.
And if you want your name up here, subscribe to our Patreon.
That's right. And stay tuned on the Patreon as well. We have some reacts coming your way. and some other possible content as well. And if you guys for somehow see us on the Patreon front page, go make sure you react to it. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, gas is up. We need it.
We do need it. And that's it for us. So see you guys later.
Bye.